You know, we often think of the resurrection as the grand finale of the story. But what if it's really the beginning of a whole new chapter? For the disciples who were lost and confused, what did that new beginning even look like? Well, in the quiet dawn by the Sea of Galilee, Jesus shows up, and he reveals himself in a way that's just full of quiet glory and gentle restoration. Let's get right into this incredible moment from the Gospel of John, chapter 21.
Okay, so just try to picture this. The disciples have been through an absolute whirlwind. Betrayal, the crucifixion, the resurrection. They are completely and totally adrift. Have you ever felt that way? Just lost and not sure what to do next? When that happens, we almost always go back to what we know, to what's familiar. And for Peter and the other guys, that meant fishing boats, nets, and the Sea of Galilee. They went right back to the world of their own effort.
But here's the thing. This return to their old lives isn't just them giving up. The location, the time of day, even their failure, it's all setting the stage for something amazing. This is the exact same shore where Jesus first called them. The place is just filled with echoes of their past and, as you're about to find out, promises for their future.
I mean, just look at how intentional this whole scene is. It's the Sea of Tiberias, the very spot where Jesus first walked up and said, "Follow me." Their return is a perfect echo of that original call. They fish all night long, which is what any professional fisherman would do, and yet with all their skill they catch nothing, zilch. Their absolute best efforts result in total emptiness. And this just perfectly illustrates a profound truth. Jesus meets them right there, in their ordinary, everyday workplace, smack in the middle of their failure. Resurrection life isn't just for the mountaintop moments, it invades our normal, day-to-day grind.
So it's into this scene of human failure, exhaustion, and darkness that a voice calls out from the shore. This is the moment everything changes. This is where divine instruction is about to shatter their reality.
And just listen to the tenderness in his voice. After a long, frustrating night of failure, he doesn't show up with a rebuke. He asks, as John 21 verse 5 tells us, "Children, do you have any fish?" The word he uses for children there, it's a term of incredible affection, not a put-down. It's the voice of a loving father speaking to his weary sons. He already knows exactly what they need before they even say a word.
And the contrast here is just wow. Stark doesn't even begin to cover it. All night, they rely on their own strength, their own experience, and the result is nothing. Then, a simple command from a stranger on the shore: cast the net on the right side of the boat. It probably seemed totally random, but in this moment of faith, they obey. And boom, their net just explodes with fish, so many that they literally can't even haul it into the boat. The point is so powerful, isn't it? Human skill fails, but one simple instruction from Jesus provides an impossible abundance. So what is really going on here? This is obviously about way more than just a big catch of fish. John, the author of this gospel, is carefully showing us something so much deeper about who the resurrected Jesus is and what he's doing.
You know, the very first verse of this chapter uses a specific Greek word twice. That word is ἐφανέρωσεν. It means to reveal, to unveil, to make something known. A great way to think of it is like a curtain being pulled back to show you what's really there. The point is, the disciples didn't just stumble upon Jesus or figure out it was him. This was a divine disclosure. Jesus was actively unveiling himself to them. Revelation from him always comes before our recognition of him.
Now check out the beautiful symmetry here. This event perfectly bookends their entire journey as disciples. Remember way back in Luke chapter 5? A miraculous catch of fish was the very thing that led to their first call to become fishers of men. And now, after they've failed, after they've scattered, another miraculous catch leads to their restoration, to their recalling. It's the same Jesus who called them at the beginning, now calling them all over again. He's resurrected, but he's completely unchanged in his compassion. It's just this incredible story of second chances, of a love that truly never gives up.
And the climax of this whole revelation? It's not a flash of lightning or a booming voice from the heavens. It's the simple, familiar smell of a charcoal fire, the warmth of a shared meal, the incredible intimacy of having breakfast on the beach.
This one simple meal reveals four massive realities about the resurrected Christ. First, intimacy. Can you even imagine that? The Lord of the universe, the one who conquered death itself, is on the beach cooking breakfast for you. Second, provision. They were worried about their empty nets, but look, he already has fish and bread ready for them. He is always our provider. Third, recognition. It's John who finally cries out, "It is the Lord." And that's a gift of revelation. And finally, fellowship. What does it take to restore a broken relationship? The simple invitation, come and have breakfast. It's an act of total restoration and grace.
So, when we put all of this together, what we see is this stunning, beautiful picture of our Savior. Resurrected? Yes. Glorified? Absolutely. But also completely and totally unchanging in his character and his love for his people.
This entire event is a living, breathing demonstration of something Jesus had already told them back in John chapter 15, verse 5. Apart from me, you can do nothing. I mean, haven't we all tried to do things in our own strength and just failed miserably? Their night of empty nets proved it, and their morning of impossible, overflowing abundance just confirmed it. He's reestablishing the most fundamental relationship. He is the master, we are the disciples, and all good things, all fruitfulness, flows directly from his word and his presence.
And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. I think we can sometimes fall into the trap of thinking the resurrection made Jesus distant or somehow less personal. But this encounter on the shore reveals the exact opposite is true. His victory over death doesn't remove him from our world, it unleashes his presence into it. The resurrection doesn't change Jesus. It reveals, in stunning glory, how beautifully, personally, and powerfully present he has always been and how he always will be. So the question for us today is, will we recognize him on the shores of our own lives?